check this out. We are less than a quarter mile from shore. That's the shore right there. Rock face right there. And we are in 1,100 feet of water. And we have iceberg dead ahead. So we are at the end of Glacier Bay, northwest corner up by Margerie Glacier. There's icebergs everywhere.
It'll focus once you push the button. Go in. Right there, push the button.
0.3 miles from shore. And I'm in 1,000 feet of water right here.
You can zoom it in, you can zoom it out. Go back and get some good pictures. Try to get it straight. There. Now there's your straight line. See it?
We're up here at Margerie Glacier. This is the very end of the line for Glacier Bay. Got here good timing too, because it's just the two boats, lemon drop and channel surfing. Lemon drop, and I'm standing on channel surfing, and that's a big old cruise ship coming this way. Gorgeous weather, no wind, no rain. Right there. Good. Just amazing to me that we're so close to shore.
Yeah.
That's shore right there. And I'm in 800 feet of water. I'm getting 2.8 miles per gallon. Kinda like that.
Dropping fast.
So we made a good call hanging out in Blue Mouse Cove for the extra day of weather. Just waiting for the rain to stop. My God, there was so much rain.
Blue sky.
And
Look.
today it is flat. There's not an ounce of wind, and the sun has come out. There's more clouds, but we can see the tops of the mountains. Absolutely gorgeous. Well worth it. Well worth it. Here's the port side of the boat. Here's the port side of the boat too. It's the starboard side of the boat. We got so lucky I couldn't have timed that any better if I tried. We pulled up. There was a smaller cruise ship in front. It was more like a tour boat. They were 30 meters long, and they were an hour ahead of us. So right when we got to Glacier Bay, or Margerie Glacier, I should say, they were just finished. They were turning around to leave. So I gave lemon drop and channel surfing the entire Margerie Glacier for about a half an hour, just to ourselves, nobody else there. And then the Norwegian Princess or whatever came in, big cruise ship. So they came in right after we were leaving, which was really good timing. And then another boat, Stella Harris, came in, big yacht, a couple 100 foot or something. But saw a grizzly bear on the shoreline on our way out, and another humpback whale on our way out. Right now we're just slow boating to see what other stuff we can find up here, since the sun's coming out and warming up after 2 days of being in the cold, wet, and the rain. The boat has finally defogged. Look at that. I actually can see out all my windows. And I don't have water dripping on my head from condensation inside. And that looks like Green Glacier right over there. That right there is Lamplugh Glacier right there.
What did you say?
Lamplugh Glacier. John Hopkins Glacier is up around the corner. Go up there and go around the corner. That goes to John Hopkins Glacier. That section's closed off. It's the seals hang out there, and I guess it's their breeding time or feeding time or something. Yeah, so they don't let the boats go down there. Later in the year they do, but not in June. We are definitely the smallest boat here.
What part? Is the sun shining? It's all warm.
Definitely feels warmer out too with the sun coming out. Warms things up. work with you.
Huh?
Let the wind work with you. We are exiting Glacier Bay. We just got done gassing up at Bartlett Cove. Not a lot of choices on fuel. If you have to ask how much it is per gallon, you can't afford it. It was expensive. But it is a lot cheaper than rowing.
How much was it?
$6.50 a gallon
Not bad.
for 100 gallons.
It was $8 a gallon.
And Shearwater was $8 a gallon. Yeah. Canada.
A little more than Huna, like 50 cents.
Yep. Huna's 50 cents a gallon cheaper.
But you are in a park.
But
Park, so get you going in, get you going in.
yeah. But I can tell you, freaking fantastic. So we went in and started out okay weather. The more the day went on, when we went in the park, it was got worse and worse. We were in like 1 foot seas and some fog and cloud and overcast, and pouring down rain. We made it to Blue Mouse Cove. Had a great time there. And the next day I got up and it's funny. Lemon Drop says, "What's the plan for tomorrow?" I says, "Let's wake up tomorrow and find out." I just had the feeling, and we woke up in the morning and. I was like, the plan is we're going to stay here at Anchor. So we stayed at Anchor for 2 nights in Blue Mouse Cove. Because yesterday, man, it just rained and rained. I mean, I've never seen so much water. Well, actually, Ketchikan had a lot of water, and it was like that all over.
KWM 20 Bartlett Cove, bearing off wind.
But so much water came down yesterday, but it worked out good. I looked at threw Starlink up and got a really good weather forecast, and it showed today being like no wind and no chance of rain and partly sunny. And let me tell you, did that deliver today. What a gorgeous day. We were up at 4:30 this morning because to get all the way back to Margerie Glacier, it's like 60 miles, 60 nautical miles, 60, 65 to get all the way back there. And there's no gas stations. There's no cell service. There's satellite if you got it. In fact, the weather channels on VHF, there's nothing being broadcast. You're out of range of all that stuff, right? So the only way you're going to get weather is Starlink or InReach to talk to somebody, or the weather on Starlink, which weather on Starlink actually has worked out pretty good. But every 2 days I pull a weather report on not Starlink, on InReach. InReach weather. That actually worked out pretty good too. But so anyhow, so 4:30 this morning we were up. We were underway because I knew I had to conserve gas to get all the way to Margerie Glacier and be able to make it back with a reserve. I was targeting to have 40 to 50 gallons remaining when I got to the dock in Bartlett Cove, and I had 50 gallons left. But we slow boated from 4:30, actually from 5:30 this morning. By the time we got up, pulled anchor and everything, we got to the glacier, I want to say around 9. And we timed it really good. It was right between a couple of cruise ships, so we actually had about a half an hour of the glacier all to ourselves after navigating the iceberg field. Got some really gorgeous pictures up there. Then we slow boated back for quite a bit too to conserve some fuel. There's also some there's speed restrictions. The lower whale zone, which is the entrance of Bartlett Cove, it's 20 knots, and you have to stay mid-channel and stay at least a nautical mile away from shore. The upper whale zone, which is a temporary restriction, is 13 knots. That you can only go as fast there. 13 knots or slower. But we took a different path back than we did there. Nice little tips and tricks here. Spill all my secrets. AIS is really useful. How is AIS useful? There's a lot of tours and cruise ships up here, especially the smaller tour boats, right? Like the 60, 80 footers and stuff to take a bunch of people up there. So on AIS, you see what their speed is, right? So they're cruising 9 knots. Oh, now they're cruising 2 knots. I wonder why they're cruising 2 knots. Let's go over there and check it out.
And they also know which way to go to where things are because they do.
Right, and they also know which path to follow. So I watched what path they were following and stuff, and that led us to a bunch of whales that were hanging out bubble feeding. We got some fantastic video footage of them. And the sun came out, and there was no rain today, and it was flat seas. It was just absolutely gorgeous today. Made up for yesterday of us just trying to stay dry and warm. Lemon Drop's heater actually went out day before yesterday, so she's been a little bit chilly. So we've got a plan in place to get that fixed here in Juneau. That's buoy number 2. It marks the end of Point Gustavus over here, where Ancon Rock is. Gorgeous scenery out here. It's at the entrance to Glacier Bay. So back in 1982, my dad was on the U.S. Coast Guard cutter Plaintree as a buoy tender. We were stationed out at Juneau, and he was working this buoy. So as the captain backed away from the buoy, they hit Ancon Rock, and he put it was an uncharted rock at the time, and he put a 3-foot by 6-inch gash in the side of the steel hull. They put 10 feet of water in the bow compartment, added 3 foot of draft to the boat, had every dewatering pump on board, pumping overboard, and the ship was sinking. My father told me that the captain had considered beaching the boat. Instead, they turned it around, they took it over to Bartlett Cove on the dock over there, and they threw a couple divers overboard and took a mattress and stuffed it on the outside of the boat to stop the water from coming in, and were able to save the boat and get a patch put on the inside of it.
enjoyed watching this video, click the screen to watch another.